Is Claudia Sheinbaum, Mexico's president, the most powerful woman in the world? The question reverberates through the jubilant streets of Mexico City and the tense halls of Washington. On March 18, 2025, news broke that U.S. President Donald Trump had granted Mexico a one-month reprieve from his latest terror threats, a stunning reversal after months of escalating tension. What seemed like an inevitable economic blow, high tariffs on everything from auto parts to avocados, has been postponed, sparking euphoria across Mexico and cementing a major diplomatic victory. At the heart of this triumph stands Sheinbaum, a rising political titan whose deft maneuvering outwitted Trump and rallied a nation. But why did the Trump administration blink at the 11th hour? What cards did Sheinbaum play to force this retreat? And what does this mean for the simmering trade war between these uneasy neighbors? For months, Trump had wielded the tariff threat like a sledgehammer, aiming to shield the U.S. domestic market and punish Mexico over immigration. The plan was brutal in its simplicity. Slap a 25% tax on Mexican goods, automotive parts, agricultural staples, electronics, textiles, crippling an economy where over 80% of exports flow north. For Mexico, the stakes couldn't be higher. The U.S. isn't just a trading partner. It's the lifeline of its economy. Such tariffs could have plunged the country into recession, slashed jobs, and destabilized entire industries. Trump tied the move to his border wall obsession, signaling to Mexico, "Stop the migrants or I'll choke your economy." Some saw it as a domestic political stunt, but for Mexico, it was an existential crisis, a direct assault on its sovereignty and pride. Enter Claudia Sheinbaum, a force of nature in Mexican politics. Fresh into her presidency since October 2024, she'd already earned a reputation as a charismatic, science-driven leftist from her time as Mexico City's mayor. Now, facing Trump's aggression, she didn't flinch. "We won't bow to Trump's tariffs," she declared, her voice ringing with defiance. "If they come, we'll hit back just as hard." Unlike the personal jabs traded between Trump and Canada's Justin Trudeau, Sheinbaum chose a cooler, more calculated path. On Tuesday, she hinted at tariff and non-tariff countermeasures to protect Mexico's interests, but held off on rash moves, betting on diplomacy first. "This is a defining moment," she told a roaring crowd at a rally. "Mexico is a great nation. We are brave, resilient, and we will not surrender." Her strategy unfolded with precision. Behind closed doors, Sheinbaum rallied manufacturers from across Mexico, avocado growers in Michoacan, car makers in Puebla, forging a united front. The Mexican Foreign Ministry fired off a formal note to Washington, backed by a retaliatory hit list targeting U.S. vulnerabilities. Taxes on steel, beer, tomatoes, and avocados poised to sting American farmers in Trump's strongholds like Texas and California. Meanwhile, her team launched a stealth diplomatic offensive, lobbying U.S. corporations, farmers, and Congress members. Their pitch was blunt. "Tax us, and your consumers pay more. Your factories grind to a halt." The message hit home. On March 10, 2025, U.S. headlines screamed confusion. Trump tariff delay, a confusing mess, as the White House announced the tariffs were on hold for now. Mexico erupted in celebration. At the historic Zocalo Square, Sheinbaum addressed thousands waving flags and chanting for independence. "We defended our pride. We didn't cave. We played the retaliation card and won," she proclaimed, her words igniting the crowd. "Dialogue and respect stopped these tariffs. But if we must gather here again, we'll be ready. Do you agree?" The answer was a thunderous yes. What began as economic dread morphed into a surge of national unity, with Sheinbaum as its architect. 2 days after a phone call with Trump, he conceded no tariffs on USMCA-covered goods until April 2nd, 2025, a gesture of respect. Sheinbaum turned Sunday's rally into a festival, vowing, "This approach works, and it will keep working." So why did Trump back down? Economics and politics collided. Mexico's retaliation list threatened U.S. agriculture. Think avocados and tomatoes, while auto giants, relying on cross-border supply chains, warned production chaos. With 27% of Mexico's U.S. exports tied to vehicles and parts, the stakes were colossal. American farmers and corporations lobbied hard, and Trump, facing an election year, couldn't risk alienating his base with job losses or higher prices. The delay bought him time, but handed Sheinbaum a hero's crown. Her approval ratings, already sky-high at 80 to 85% in February polls, soared further. She's not just a leader. She's a symbol, a woman who turned Trump's insult to national honor into a rallying cry. Who is Claudia Sheinbaum? A scientist turned politician, she's Mexico's first female president, a progressive icon whose tenure as Mexico City mayor showcased her innovative streak. Her rise is unprecedented, fueled by her focus on social justice and electrifying oratory. When Trump signaled tariffs in early 2025, she convened industry leaders, met with civil society, and vowed, if they tax us, we'll tax them back. The public adored it. Her cool-headed resolve, promising retaliation only after exhausting talks, reflected Mexico's delicate dance with its northern giant, where 75% of exports land. Last year, the U.S. imported $558 billion in Mexican goods, exporting $334 billion back, leaving a $171.8 billion deficit. Disrupt that and both sides bleed. For now, Mexico savors a win. Producers exhale, exports flow, jobs endure. But the truce is shaky. Trump's camp wavers. One aide says tariffs are paused. Another hints they'll return. U.S. businesses fret over investing in Mexico, while Trump's base grumbles he's gone soft. Sheinbaum stays vigilant. If they try again, we'll stop them again. The Zocalo victory lap double as a warning. Mexico's ready. Analysts whisper she's eyeing the 2026 elections. Her tariff triumph, a springboard to even greater power. Across the border, Trump's delay sows chaos, with headlines mocking his indecision. Is this the end of the tariff saga, or just round one? Sheinbaum's proven she can play the game and win. Claudia Sheinbaum's diplomatic victory over Donald Trump's tariff threats has lit a fire under Mexico, but the embers of tension still glow. The postponement until April 2nd, 2025, is no guarantee of peace. It's a ceasefire in a war that could reignite at any moment. As Mexicans celebrate, questions loom. Was this a one-off win, or the opening salvo in a broader showdown? Will Sheinbaum's cool-headed strategy hold under renewed pressure, or will Trump's unpredictable playbook force her hand? And what does this mean for the tangled web of trade, migration, and power binding Mexico and the United States? The streets of Mexico City pulse with pride. We stood tall. We didn't break. Sheinbaum told the Zocalo crowd. Her words now a mantra for a nation weary of being America's punching bag. The tariff delay spared exporters, avocado farmers, steel workers, automakers, breathing life into an economy that teetered on the edge. Supply chains hum along the border, uninterrupted for now. Yet beneath the jubilation lies a hard truth. This isn't a permanent fix. Trump's retreat was tactical, not a surrender. Postponed for now could mean days, weeks, or a sudden reversal tied to the U.S. election cycle. Sheinbaum knows it. If they come at us again, we'll respond the same way, she warned. Her retaliation list, targeting U.S. crops and steel, locked and loaded. Across the border, chaos reigns. Trump's base, hungry for a tough stance on immigration and trade, bristles at the delay. Why can't we squeeze Mexico? They grumble, expecting border security wins over economic nuance. Meanwhile, U.S. businesses, farmers, carmakers, retailers, push back, fearing Mexico's counterpunch. A trade war isn't a win-win. It's a lose-lose, and Sheinbaum's team drilled that into American lobbyists. In Congress, whispers grow. Tariffs are a dumb weapon. They'll boomerang on us. The White House scrambles, advisors clashing. One camp says hold off. Another pushes strike now. Headlines like Trump's tariff mess mock the indecision, leaving investors jittery. Should they bet on Mexico or brace for a rupture? Sheinbaum's playing a longer game. Her measured approach, dialogue first, retaliation as a last resort, mirrors Mexico's tightrope walk with the U.S., its economic lifeline. But she's not naive. We'll reach out to Canada and beyond if tariffs persist, she hinted, signaling a willingness to pivot trade alliances. Imagine Mexico cozying up to China or Europe, diversify away from its 75% U.S. export reliance. It's a bold card, one that could reshape North America's economic map. For now, though, she's a national hero. Polls peg her as a shoo-in for 2026 if she runs again. Her image as a steely woman leader defying Trump etched into Mexico's psyche. Critics call it populism. Supporters call it backbone. Yet the tariff saga's roots run deeper, tied to migration, the border wall, and Trump's hardline obsessions. He's vowed to choke Mexico until it halts Central American migrants crossing north. "If you don't stop them, I'll tax you," he said, eyeing a wall taller than ever. Scheinbaum counters with humanity. "We won't become a police state for your agenda." Mexico hosts migrant camps. But full cooperation? Forget it. Her focus on humane migration policy clashes with Trump's iron fist vision, setting the stage for fresh friction. Tariffs could resurface as an election year cudgel. 25% on everything Mexican, wave like a populist flag. Scheinbaum's ready. "We won't flinch. Our reprisals are set." The USMCA, successor to NAFTA, hangs in the balance. It's meant to keep trade flowing, but political sparks could torch it. Mexico's president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador AMLO, Scheinbaum's ally, backs her with a steely resolve. Our dignity isn't negotiable. Together, they've turned tariff threats into a unifying cry. Less about exploitation, more about defiance. The press laps it up. Scheinbaum panics Trump, blares one headline. Producers cheer, jobs hold, but the future's murky. Will Trump double down, risking votes as U.S. consumers face pricier cars and guacamole? Or will he blink again, cowed by economic reality? Scheinbaum's star rises either way. At home, she's untouchable, pushing reforms, championing the poor, shrugging off tariff woes. Abroad, she's Mexico's shield, proving small nations can punch up. But the next round looms. A tougher U.S. push could test her restraint. Will she stay the diplomat or unleash a fiercer retaliation? Trump's room to maneuver shrinks. His base demands action. His economy begs caution. The automotive, agricultural, and steel threads tying these nations are too vital to snap lightly. Scheinbaum's bet, make tariffs a regret, not a weapon. So far, she's winning. What's next? A second clash could erupt any day. Migration flare-ups, election bravado, or a Trump tantrum. Mexico's braced, its people galvanized. Scheinbaum's cool head might yet face a hotter fire. Will Trump claim he's tamed Mexico or choke on the backlash? Share your take. World politics twist fast, and this blaze is far from out. For now, Mexico basks in its moment. Scheinbaum its unflinching voice. Stay tuned.